You know, Maryland, we talk about we defend, we rebound, and we run. And then we have a ton of fun doing it.
If you came to groove, there's no reason to prove. And now you've got yourself something funky.
The song may have been created 4 decades ago, but you can still feel what that's like every day at Maryland.
Here at Maryland, we always want to set the bar. It's really not about the competition that we face, but setting our own bar and setting our own standards. We are disciplined. We are passionate. We are committed to our academics. We are open and honest. We are respectful and thankful always. We are committed to our community. We are loyal to our family. We are respectful to our Maryland legacy. You know, many years ago, our coaching staff, we do a staff retreat leading into every season. And we felt like our program, after my 6th or 7th year here at Maryland, we felt like we needed to have some core values. You know, what do we stand for? What do we believe in? And we're living it, but have we really spent enough time talking about it? And it really lined up, obviously, to who we are as a program. These were the core values that we felt really strongly about as a coaching staff. And so these are the values that we talk about a lot. We want to live them. We want to you know, as we come through, you know, I want our players after 4 or 5 years when they walk out of our program that this is instilled in them when they go into the real world and understand how important these core values are.
I'm really close to my family back at home, so that was one of the things that I was looking for when in a school, that family environment. I mean, Coach B made this school feel like my home, and that was one of the keys.
She's like a mother. Like, she treats us all like we're her daughters. Like, it's like a family here. Like, we're always there for each other. We always have each other's back. You can always count on someone to be there for you.
I think one of the things that made me want to come to Maryland is just the family atmosphere that the coaches brought to the team.
I came to Maryland for the Maryland family. Coach B was big about being a group together, not just as basketball players, but as people helping other people. And the combination of that plus her flexibility with allowing me to pursue what I wanted to academically, meaning preparation for medical school, which is obviously pretty academically headstrong, and finding a coach that was willing to let me do both and to let me try to balance was really important to me, and Coach B is very big on that. I think just like I said, the family aspect, and that Coach B is so big on our development as people, and not just are we performing on the court, but are we performing in the classroom? Are we being good people in the world? And she doesn't always care about you as a basketball player, but just you as a general person of society. It's awesome. I think it's a great outlook to have, especially at our level. People get so drowned in basketball, and that's your way of life, and if you're not good at basketball, you're not a good person. And I think that's a mixed message to be sending, and so Coach B being able to overemphasize that is incredible. Obviously, getting to interact with Mark, her husband, and her 2 boys just shows how integrated her family is with our Maryland family. And I think it's just a testament to who she is as a person, and that she cares about everyone, and that everyone that she cares about can come together and care about each other too.
On the court, you know, this team is really competitive. And you're going to see that in terms of their style of play. I'd say off the court, I mean, they are just tremendous people. They do it the right way. When you talk about the pressures that young people have, the hard work that they put in, there's not a day that goes by that I don't appreciate just what every player brings to our program and how unique and special they are.
Here you go. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
The Freeze family is always reminding us of the genuine love and caring that is present.
What are some of the effects you think that those 2 little guys have had on players, and then vice versa, what type of effect being around all the players and staff and family and friends and rebounders and everybody has had on them.
You know, I think for our players, it's a continuous reminder of just that they are always role models, you know, that my boys pick up on every little thing, you know, about them. And so it's, you know, our players take great responsibility in terms of who they are and what they represent. And I think twofold for, you know, our fans and everybody else as they see the Thomas twins running around Xfinity and kind of owning the place that they think is their second home that they've grown up with, that they know nothing else. You know, they've watched them from birth all the way to now being third graders, to the energy, to now their circle of friends that they've welcomed into Xfinity, to showing them all the new hiding places that you can find. So, you know, I mean, it's I think a blessing for everybody in terms of what we get to witness every single day. You know, I know when you work this hard, it's nice to be able to make those kind of memories with your family and with your kids. I mean, this job is so demanding, and you know, I mean, you know, you sacrifice a lot during the season where you don't get to spend as much time with your family, and they have to sacrifice without their moms. So when you get to include them in these moments, it's incredible, and you know, and they get to be around, you know, amazing role models and mentors with the girls. So I mean, it's you know, special for all of us.
And now they have what, 20 sisters?
20 sisters. So you know, and they have 2 brothers that they get to have be a part of this.
Yeah.
What'd you think? Let's go. Were you yelling bubble gum up in the stands? Did I hear you yelling bubble gum?
Or in the case of Destiny Slocum, being so far away from your parents and siblings reminds you of just how important family is.
And I took a visit out here, and at first I was like, Mom, Dad, it's too far. And then, like, I came here and literally everything I fell in love with. The coaches, the atmosphere, like their goals and what they want to do with the program, and not only like having me here as a player I was, but like develop me into a player that I can be. And so like that was one thing I super fell in love with, is I wanted to get better, and I wanted to make a change at not only the college level, but like hopefully in the future WNBA level. And so that really attracted me to be here.
Slocum gets the friendly home bounce. Right in the middle of your zone.
What do I bring? I tell everyone I bring diversity, man. I can pass the ball, I can shoot the ball, I can defend, whatever you want me, whatever Coach Freeze wants me to do, I'm gonna do. And it's like, I'm not really picky. I love doing everything. I love playing the game of basketball, so whatever she wants me to do, I'm gonna do.
Slocum. Yes, all that.
My motor, she told me I don't ever stop, which, I mean, can be a curse, but I mean, in a way it can also be really like good for me, because that is my game. I mean, I love to go fast, but I also like, I just love to go. And everyone always used to tell me, you never get tired. You look like you never get tired. And I'm like, oh no, I get tired. I just keep going though.
As long as the pass connects, I'm sure Coach Freeze is fine with it.
Again from deep. Her 30th made three-pointer on the season to lead the team.
Here we go. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Family!
Secure your seat today at umterps.com or call 1-800-I'm-a-Terp. Maryland women's basketball, determined to dominate.
The Big Ten season, as well as the new year, began on the road in Minnesota. And apparently, one of the resolutions that was made is that our seniors remain super.
Walker Kimbrough near the left elbow, guarded by Tinjum. 1:07 to play in the third. Underneath Jones, strong move to the right, lays it in, and a foul. She's been unstoppable today.
Instead of coming home, the team headed to Nebraska to take on the Cornhuskers.
Amazing rebound team, and Slocum comes ahead, goes behind the back on Darian Washington, looks, throws underneath, standing there like she's waiting on a bus is Brionna Jones.
This contest offered more glimpses of just how talented of a team these Terps can be.
Frazier back up and in. Maryland, the best rebounding team in the nation. They show why there.
Well,
rebound cleared by Stephanie Jones. Maryland coming down the floor. Myers to the right side underneath. Frazier looked like she was going to throw it in on a dunk, but instead she caps it in for the layup.
So understand, we do what we do, okay? We got to be able to start saying we defend,
we rebound, and we run, all right? And we have to consistently do it for 40 minutes today. Play hard on 3. 1, 2, 3. Play hard.
Upon their return, it was Northwestern that got to see and feel one of the season's more memorable moments.
Well, watch right here, the little spin move. Deary had to touch the ground to save herself. The kick out. Yeah, you got to be ready.
Yeah, it's not easy to put Ashley Deary on skates like that.
No, she was definitely doing a pirouette, figure 8 and all that. And it is icy here with the snow. My goodness, that was just an impressive move by the freshman on the senior.
The game also featured a career high from junior transfer Aisha Small.
Once again, Aisha Small, that time with a contact to boot.
That speaks to the experience. Even though this is her first year playing in games for Maryland, Aisha Small has experience in making plays like this for her team as Deary reaches in at the last moment for the contact.
For Aisha Small, her journey to the Maryland family has been full of challenges.
Aisha Small drives to the basket, strong from the left side.
My name is Ieshia Small. I go to Florida High School. I came from Dr. Michael Kropp High School. Basketball, my main position is the wing. I like the passion in it. I like to run up and down the court, the competitiveness, all that type of stuff. I love everything about it. Let it go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let it go!
Aisha Small is one of the best unsigned seniors in the country. The 5'10" wing is ranked 16th by FullCourt.com and is a 2-time Dade County Player of the Year. In 2011, the Florida native averaged 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 steals a game to help guide Dr. Kropp High School to an appearance in the state semifinals. By then, she had received dozens of scholarship offers from top universities. But just 2 days after playing in the state tournament, Aisha received some devastating news.
They called me down to the office, and while I was heading down to the office, I passed by my coach, and my coach was like, Aisha, did you hear something happened to your mom? She's in a hospital. My brother and my uncle came to pick us up. Ooh. Sorry. And they took us home. They told us she passed away.
Michelle Robinson died suddenly of a heart attack. She was just 39 years old.
I couldn't believe it at all. It was so shocking. Like, I packed all my things and I just left the house. I couldn't believe it at all.
For Aisha and her younger brother Marvin, this was just the beginning of the toughest year of their lives. The two were soon without a place to live and were forced to move in with friends and extended family.
They moved in about a 2-month period, approximately 6 or 7 times, and then they went into foster care. Just one night they came and said, pack your stuff, and they took them.
After watching all the struggles the high school junior went through, Kim and her husband opened their home to Aisha and Marvin, offering to adopt the siblings.
When I finally told her, yes, it was okay for her to adopt us, it was around the end of my high school season.
I said, I want you to know that I'm not trying to replace your mom. But what I am trying to do is continue what she fought so hard for, what she sacrificed so much for. And I want to continue you all on that path to help you achieve things that she could have never imagined for you.
It means a lot to me because the fact that my brother is here with me and we have a parent, a mother and a father figure in our lives, it's fun because we get to do a lot of things with each other. We go out to eat, go to family outings, go shop and all that stuff. So it's a good feeling inside.
Now in a more stable home environment, Aisha can finally turn her attention back to the recruiting process.
16, literally just turned 16. And he was 14, 13 at the time, 13, I think, 14, one of them. And it was hard. It was hard because not only I had to deal with what I had going on with the basketball standpoint. I had to also make sure he felt a part of what I was doing, because it wasn't just about me anymore. It was about the both of us. And I felt like sometimes it got to the point where people made it seem like it was all about me and just had him in the shadows. So I had to always go out my way to make sure it was 50-50 between us, and he wasn't left out. And I think that's what really made me trust in Kim and Kelvin so much, because they made sure he always felt a part of the family, and that I just wasn't the superstar who was always getting all the love and everything else. And they made him feel more like a person as well. And she loved us like we was her own kids, so I appreciate her for everything.
What do you think you did to her?
And gave her some fun in life. And gave her a few gray hairs, but she'll be all right. I went to Baylor. I made my decision to go to Baylor coming out of high school. I figured throughout the 2 years that I was there that it just wasn't the best fit for me. I needed to be somewhere where I knew that the staff cared about my well-being. And I felt like coming here was more of a family atmosphere, and Coach B was a player's coach, and I respect her a lot, and I looked up to her a lot throughout my years of playing basketball and also watching them on TV and stuff.
In those couple days?
When I came on a visit to Maryland, I didn't expect it to be how it was. I knew they was coming off going to the Final Four back-to-back. I was expecting some cocky players who felt like they didn't need nobody else on their team. And I was this transfer who barely played her sophomore year in college, and I just thought they would have looked at me different, like, what do we need her for? But I felt like they took me in with open arms. Like, I felt a part. Like, I felt a part of the team before I even said I was coming here. And I love my team. They're really, really great people, and I think that's really all that matters. Like, it's good to have great teammates and people to play around, but it's also great to have great people. I think the game changed for me more. It made me realize that life is too short and to appreciate every opportunity that you have. Like, I got into the mindset that I want to treat every game like it's my last. And like, this is a gift from God that I can't just take for granted, you know, because any day I can go out there tomorrow and get hurt and never can play again. I feel like this is an opportunity. Maryland was the best fit for me. And I can't thank God any more for. I say this prayer every morning, and I say, Lord, I thank you for giving me another opportunity at doing something that I love. And that's how it goes for me. I want to be the best that I can be. So hopefully basketball get me to my point, my climax. I want to reach the top. I want to be the best. Throughout the time that my mom passed, I needed something to believe in. So I always had to believe that my mother was watching over me. Still to this day, I don't do things that I know she would get mad about, because I was like, my mom would come out her grave and kick my behind if I did something like that. This basketball thing is really something that I know that she would want me to succeed in, but also being a better person.
Every time the Terps leave the locker room, Lanie Deppe leaves a lasting impression.
Hey, look at, you got a great teammate looking out.
Everybody. Every time.
Let's go, let's go. Steph Jones Day, Steph Jones all over this arena. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. Steph got this one.
Sometimes in her first year in College Park, it seems like Lanie takes 2 steps for every one taken by others.
Big, 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 big. Turn around, left.
Lanie, just nothing but a bundle of energy, competitive. Does a phenomenal job, attention to detail, putting our players in the best possible position to be successful. You know, does it all. I love she wakes up, you know, morning, noon, and night, and she's ready to go. you can feel her presence. You know, Lanie has, just brought a dynamic dimension when you talk about just, the energy level that she approaches every single day. From the moment she wakes up, she is ready to help us become the best. And, that personalized individual attention that she can give to each player, whether it's nutrition, performance, extra conditioning, stretching, flexibility, you name it, she's here for them. And then just overall as a team, I mean, she, dots her I's, crosses her T's, and knows what, the level that we want to perform at collectively as a group.
Here we go. How hard? Oh, every day. There's no drop off. That's what the greatest thing is. It's always 100%. You always know what you're gonna get day by day. I mean, they got themselves to where they are right now. Competitive, attention to detail, eager, hungry, always striving for what else is out there, what's something more I could be doing, just wanting to be the best.
Oh, I mean, I see a team that's been really hard. I look at those steps and see how many times we walked up those steps with 45-pound plates with each other. So I mean, I just see a team that's worked really hard.
Good job, here we go, come on, push the gap, let's go! We can't simulate games exactly, but we try to put them in those situations when it's tough, it's hard, and whenever that happens, then you start to see people's real character. And when you see that come out, you see whether they're a good teammate or they have something to new work on. And so that's kind of the purpose of these. It's just, put them in the uncomfortable situations so that, by game time, we're like, no problem, we got this. We're down 10 with a minute to go, we got it. I mean, you got to grind. It's a day in and day out process, and the workout's long. I think we went, what was it today? The total was 36 minutes or so, with an additional 15-minute warm-up. So it's a long workout, and you start the very beginning, we jack the heart rates up right away, and so right away you can start to lose focus. And it's always exciting when you're around people who are exciting themselves, and so, I always want to bring it every single day, but when I see them coming out here and just playing and getting excited for each other, I mean, that helps me get even more energy also, because it's just a fun environment to be around. You want to help, like I said, compliment. You want to help raise it even more, and so when they're bringing it, it's just easy for me.
What just happened?
Jenna just beat 4 people on an up and back, which I think might be the most she's done so far. So I think we're getting somewhere with some fitness gains in her. She's pushing through, which is good. Really good to see her. Okay, today's purpose was to get a good workout in. Okay, obviously we got some lifting in, we got some conditioning in. Okay, but really it's team focused, it's team oriented. Y'all learned a lot about each other today in that hour. A lot about each other. And that's what I like to see during these workouts. There was things on your team that you thought were unfair, and you're probably pissed off about, and you started to shut down. Okay, I felt it from both teams at one point. Okay, you didn't like a call. You didn't like how your teammates were playing, whatever it may be, and you guys started to get that nippiness. You started to fight with each other. Mine started to go a little bit, okay? That's what we're working on today. During today's workout, during this day 2, during these Wednesdays, that's what we're focusing on. And that's what's going to make us champions this year, 100%.
Here we go, y'all. Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Family!
The recovery options vary and are most welcome.
It's cold, but it's fun. Not really. Just kidding, it's not fun. We get used to it. But it's cold. It's really cold. But it's better than an actual ice bath. It'll be all cold and tight and you feel like $1 million after you play 40 more minutes. But yeah.
Bath feel good.
Yeah, it does. It feels great. I mean, now I feel refreshed and a new person. Yeah, okay.
Secure your seat today at umterps.com or call 1-800-I'm-a-Terp. Maryland women's basketball, determined to dominate.
The Terps' next home game featured a career-high 42 points by number 42 Brionna Jones, a feat that earned some much-deserved Sports Center attention.
This is our bold play right here. Brionna Jones, 42 points, number 3 Maryland over Penn State by 6. 6'3" senior, 15 for 19. Tied the school record. She also grabbed 14 boards, become the 5th player in school history to reach the 1,000 rebound mark. You go, girl!
Elsewhere, hello, ladies. Penn State and Maryland, Brionna Jones led the way for Maryland, a game-high 42 points, tying a Maryland school record. Jones also coming away with 14 boards as Maryland wins 89-83, a tight one, but Maryland going home winners.
Every year on a road trip, first-year players and staff have an opportunity to express their talents off the court. Kaya Gillespie, with the seeded 2 orange toss, was not involved in the actual competition portion of the program, while Destiny Slocum crushed it with a 3.
I'm Destiny Slocum, and today I'm going to juggle.
Stephanie Jones proved to be proficient at catching a smaller fruit. Sarah Myers could name all 50 states in alphabetical order.
Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming.
Jenna Stady shows she has a unique mobility.
Oh, wow.
While Lanie Deppe, well, just look.
Hey. Oh my God.
Kyla Charles was a gymnast, and she also wants us to know that she can sing.
Every time I see your face, my heart smiles. Every time it feels so good, it hurts sometimes. Creating this world to love, to hold, to feel, to breathe, to